Welcome to CNT Sports. I'm Chip Cosby here at Rupp Arena, where thousands of fans have gathered to cheer on their favorite teams in the Boys Sweet 16, which will run until Sunday with a 2 p.m. championship game. We caught up with some Madison Central fans before the opening game of the tournament. Here's what they had to say. All right, we're here at Rupp Arena in the Madison Central student section. Talking to a few Madison Central students. First of all, what's your name, man?
Chris Wells.
Chris, tell me how's it feel to be out of school at the Sweet 16, watching Madison Central play in Rupp Arena for the first time in, 2006?
Oh, it feels amazing, sir. We've backed this team all the way. We got a really good squad this year, loaded with seniors. This team really knows they play together, and I think we really have a good chance of bringing it home to Madison Central this year.
And what's it been like at school? What's it been like in the Richmond community, Madison Central community, since you guys won the region?
Oh, the support's been amazing. I think we sold 1,300 tickets just before school was over, and then we sold another 1,000 after school. We sold 2,300 tickets just for this game, and Rupp Arena cut us off for selling tickets at the school.
Wow. Now, if y'all win today, will y'all get another day out of school on Friday to come back? I know y'all.
Yes, sir. Right. Can't wait.
All right. Can I get a go Indians or something? Give me a group.
Go, Johnny, go, Central! Number one! Go, Central!
Well, I think that we came a long way since the start of the season. We're a young team, and this is a pretty big game. These young boys playing in here. They haven't played in here since they were in middle school, most of them except one senior. And it's going to be tough, but I think we can pull it off.
One of the state's top teams, Madison Central, opened up the Boys Sweet 16 going up against Wayne County, and the Indians got a big win. Madison Central cruised to the quarterfinals of the state tournament with an easy 81-56 win over Wayne County in the opening game of the Boys Sweet 16 at Rupp Arena. Madison Central guard Dominique Hawkins, who's drawn interest from UK, scored a game-high 25 points to lead the Indians. UK coach John Calipari was in attendance to check out Hawkins. But the Indians were far from a one-man show. Hawkins' backcourt mate Kenjai Bosley scored 19 points and grabbed 8 rebounds, while forward Quan Taylor had 13 points, 15 boards, and 3 blocks. Wayne County closed it within 28-21 on the three-pointer by Corey Stearns with 3:53 left in the first half, but Madison Central closed the first half on a 15-2 run to build its lead to 20, 43-23 at the break. Peyton Wood scored 14 points to lead Wayne County. Here's what Madison Central coach Alan Feldhouse Jr. and his players had to say about the win.
Really pleased with our guys defensively, especially. I haven't got to see a final stat sheet yet, but they're kind of a dangerous team to have to guard because they can all put the ball on the floor. They can all shoot the basketball. I think they'd only shot like 32 or 34% the first half, and I thought we did a good job cutting off their dribble penetration. That way we didn't have to help, because whenever you help off one of those guys, they're going to kick it to somebody for an open three. So just really pleased with our guys defensively. And I told Coach Woods, I can't imagine coming to the state tournament and bringing a team up here that starts 2 freshmen and a sophomore. So I think he definitely sees the light at the end of the tunnel here with that group he's got. They're a special group, very, very drilled fundamentally. But we had a lot of seniors out there on the floor, a little bit stronger, and I think that probably made a difference. So I think this is definitely the most challenging schedule that we've ever played at Madison Central, and there's a reason why I did that. When you've got 8 seniors that have played for as long as these guys have played, we didn't get Kenja until he's a sophomore, but Dominic and Quan both started a lot. Dominic started the entire year as a freshman. Quan started quite a few games as a freshman. So they've been through it, and that's why we played such a tough schedule to prepare us for this stage. And I think they handled it pretty good so far.
The team, we was just focused. As soon as we got in, everybody just listened to their music, getting their mind on the game, and everybody in the locker room was like real focused. But Quan here, he's the most focused. His music's up loud. He's in his own zone. And we just all get focused in a different way though. But we was very focused. And I didn't notice Coach Cal in the end zone, so I didn't pay attention to him. It's an honor for him to be here. Well, it's an honor for me to know that he was here.
Advancing to face the Indians in the quarterfinals on Friday will be Covington Holmes, who survived a tough contest with PRP. Also, congratulations to the 6th Region Girls winners, Mercy, and the 7th Region Girls winners, defending state champion Manual, who will advance to next week's Girls Sweet 16. Also, just a reminder, you can watch all the Boys Sweet 16 games live on iHigh at khsaa.tv. The Sweet 16 always contains some of the best prospects in Kentucky, several of which are here this week performing. We caught up with Steve Jones, the recruiting analyst for the Courier-Journal, to ask him about some of these athletes playing this week. Steve, thanks for joining us, man. There's a Sweet 16, there's always a handful of players that a lot of people have their eye on, probably none more so this week than Dominique Hawkins from Madison Central. Has got some attention from Kentucky as of late. You've seen Dominic a few times this year. Tell me about him as a prospect.
Well, he's just really, really athletic. He was a good football player and can jump and run faster than the guy he's facing. He's very, very skilled and highly competitive. He can play above the rim, play way above the rim. And I've been real impressed with him, with some of the shooting that he's had. Some of the games that I saw him against Trinity and at the King of the Bluegrass. So, I mean, he is a really good player. He has an offer from Western's, being recruited real hard by Moorhead. And, I think that, if Kentucky could do worse for their, 13th scholarship and 8th signee of a class.
Steve, who are some of the other prospects that colleges will be looking at that they'll be here in Lexington this week?
Well, the best player in the tournament, and no doubt in my mind, is Quentin Snyder for Ballard. He's committed to Louisville. Could be a 5-star player because the guy is a candidate to be, I'm sure, the front runner to be Mr. Basketball next year, and could be a McDonald's All-American next year. He's that good. He'll be playing against Shane Hall of Johnson Central. He's another top 100 player in the country. Probably the two best juniors in the state. Another guy to watch, Jaquelis Matlock from Hoptown, is very good. And Fleming County has a couple good guys too. Darian Burns, Troy Stewart. Stewart is Chris Lofton's cousin, and Chris Lofton's actually helped him out a little bit this year. So he plays a lot. He's a good shooter, and he's got some. Doesn't have any offers, but he has some MAC mid-level kind of interest for those guys, and they could step it up if they have a good tournament.
You've seen most of these top teams. I know Trinity got bounced by Ballard, Bullitt East and Derek Willis sitting here. How do you see the tournament playing out? Who are, if you could pick 3 or 4, who's your favorite, and who are maybe 2 or 3 teams that could challenge your overall favorite?
Well, it's hard to pick against Ballard. I mean, they're the favorite as far as rankings going in. Just beat Trinity. I mean, Trinity was a really, really good team. They beat them. They have the best player, I feel, in Quentin Snyder. They've had a coach that has state tournament experience. And then you got to look at Madison Central from the top half. Again, with Dominique Hawkins, guy doesn't have an offer from Kentucky yet, but they have shown interest in him. And then Kenja Bosley, Quan Taylor, and those guys are really, really good players that are very, very athletic on this level. So, I mean, it would be hard not to predict those two to be in the final.
How huge would that be a Sunday afternoon Madison Central Ballard final here?
I mean, one of the best sports weekends that Lexington could have, I would think, plus with the UK game mixed in. So I'm looking forward to this Sunday. I like that it's getting moved. I think it'll be cool.
All right, Steve, thanks a lot. Enjoy the tournament, man.
Thanks a lot, Chip.
Coming up after the break, we'll catch up with Mark Story from the Lexington Herald-Leader to get his thoughts on the Sweet 16 and what's going on in the world of college basketball when CN2 Sports returns.